double-edged sword might cut through the darkness, might cut straight to my core. It could soothe my aching soul if the wrong song plays. I'll be right back in hell beneath the crashing waves. Now I'm sinking further down, can't find any peace. If I could only catch my breath, maybe I could find release. But your memory holds me, and the echoes surround, diving into the abyss further down. Good morning, my lovelies. Hello, hi, howdy, and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, Kelly. I see that you're on. Appreciate ya. And Mama is here in the studio audience. Huzzah. I'm gonna have to say happy birthday to Rusty when he tunes in, when and if he tunes in. Because yesterday was Rusty's birthday. I believe he's, what, 47? Something like that. Something that ends with a 7. I heard. It is, they're on their way to pick Kelly up. Okay. It is awards season. Voting is over for the Northwest Country Music Association Awards, which means that it's all over but the waiting. We will find out on Sunday, the 5th, I believe, at the Bing Crosby. If you join the Northwest Country Music Association, you get discounted tickets. You also get discounted tickets if you voted. So hopefully you saved that link. Hopefully you voted. Hopefully you voted for me and for the Juliets. And at any rate, you will get a ticket for that. D.A. Gamer? Dagmer? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I am fantastic. How are you doing? I'm not sure why my screen hasn't switched over here. Hopefully the screen is switched over at home and you can see me and you're not still getting the... Okay, now it's switched. It's like when you when you're having trouble making something work and you say, hey, give me a hand with this, and someone comes over to help you, and then you try to do it and it works? Same thing. Same thing. Ah! Dagmer with a soft G, because I don't believe there is an English word for, I'm not sure what D-A-G-E is, but Dagmer, soft G, perfect, thank you. All right, Dagmer 1234, from over there on Twitch. Love that, love the Twitch people. Twitch people are so interactive, it's fantastic. I love it. I don't have all of the fancy, I've watched other Twitch streamers that only stream on Twitch, and they have stuff on the screen, and they have little bots that respond, and they have all these cool things programmed in. I stream to YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at the same time through the same program, and I have not figured out how to do any of that via Restream. So I don't have any of those funky, beautiful things. Oh, Dage is a name. Ah, okay. Now that makes sense. I get it. I'm picking up what you are putting down. I didn't frame the screen properly. Hang on a second. Oh yeah. That isn't live. I have to switch over to there. That's better. Mo better. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're set up properly, like we're supposed to be. Staged and everything. All right. Yes. So, I'm glad to have you all here. Restream does have a Twitch bot? Ooh. Maybe I need to play with that again. Do some more little searches. So what has happened since last we did this? We do this every Monday. Every Monday at 10 in the morning, Pacific time. Except for last week, because I woke up, and I'm going to be honest with you folks, I was not feeling it. Not even a little bit. It was just one of those days that, yeah. So I just took the day for myself. I worked on some songwriting, and I worked on some new covers, and yeah. I am, for those of you who have missed it, in the process of shifting my set list as a solo musician to do more folky type stuff, and a little more finger picking, and a little more vocally driven stuff, and shaking things up a little bit. Because, hey, why do the same thing all the time, right? Yeah. I can play djembe a little bit. I have about, I would say 5% of the djembe figured out. Enough that when you're in a group of people and you need a beat, I will throw a beat on. But if there's anyone who would call themselves a drummer in the room, I will happily hand it off to them and stick with the singing. I am trying to become the jack of all trades, master of none, that can do a little bit of everything. Yeah. I actually have a bass guitar now. It's on loan. I will probably end up buying it from the friend who is loaning it to me, and because I do a lot of country music, and country and folk bass guitar doesn't have to be very complicated. It can be very simple. It can also be super fancy. But it doesn't have to be, and I figure if I can do that, then when I'm putting a band together, which hopefully will happen soon, that gives me more options. I can find a rhythm guitarist instead of trying to find a bass player, because I could play bass. That's the idea at any rate. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I have been working on music, and I planted the garlic. I'm super excited. This is, I think, the second year in a row that I've gotten the garlic in the fall when it's supposed to be in. For those of you who have never grown garlic, you have to, thank you, Mama, appreciate that. For those of you who have grown garlic, you have to plant it in the fall. And you can plant it fairly shortly before your first frost. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to grow a lot. In fact, you don't want it to grow too much and put all its energy out. So you want it to go in the ground, put some roots down, maybe pop up out of the ground, maybe, but it doesn't have to. It will establish itself in the ground and it'll be happy, and then over the winter, it'll just chill, literally, chill in the ground, and then in the spring, like super early spring, it's one of the first things to pop up. In fact, in my garden, usually is the first thing to pop up. Starts sending up stalks, and usually around here it sends it up right through the snow. So I go walking out in the garden and it's still snowy out, and the little whole rows of little green stems popping up. And that's my garlic coming up in the spring. In order to grow properly and to head up properly, it has to have that, what they call vernalization, where it sits there over the winter. And it has the cold weather and the dark days and, short days. And then that tells it, gives it the clues so that it starts doing its hormonal thing. And then as the days get longer over the next spring and summer, it knows to produce big garlic heads, big, tasty, yummy heads of garlic, which is what we want. So that is happening. It is in the ground. I have growing anything in Norway. Yeah, y'all are farther north than North Idaho. So yeah, I think you guys, aren't you on par with like Canada? Maybe not quite, maybe up to southern Alaska. Norway's also a sort of vertically oriented country. So I'm sure you have quite a range there, but yeah. Raspberries grow there? Okay, yeah. Are you? Excellent. Yeah, so in the past, when growing garlic, I have actually not gotten it in the ground in the fall. And so in order to make sure that it will grow, because you can't save it for the next year. It won't last that long. It'll sprout, it'll get gross. And seed garlic is kind of expensive. Yeah, it is definitely not as cheap as you buy it at the grocery store. But it tastes better, right? So, and it's a happy thing for me. It brings me joy to grow things. So I've actually had to put garlic cloves into 6-packs, that you grow little plants in, and sprout it in those inside in the winter, and like in January, and then put it outside in the little shed and let it be in the unheated dark shed to get the cold and the dark, to let it think it's winter time, and sat it in there for a month. And then in the spring, I put it in the ground, and it had really poor root structure, but it did grow garlic. So it was a reasonable success. I did not waste my money, and that made me happy. So anyway, this year, however, I got it in the ground in the fall when I was supposed to. So that is my 20-minute explanation of why I am proud of myself. And that little 20-minute explanation has given people time to join in. So excellent. It grew garlic, and it was tasty and everything. So I didn't weed it very well. So it didn't grow as well as it should have. All that effort, and then I didn't bother to weed it. Yeah, that's me gardening in a pinch. Yeah, anyway, so we have some Facebook viewers and we have some Twitch viewers. We don't have anybody on YouTube right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with the music. Wow. Wow. I don't know if you did a soil test. That would be my next thing. If you did everything right and you still didn't get anything, yeah, that's frustrating though. Super frustrating. Where's my pick? There's my pick. Handy. Yes. Very handy, very handy. Plums. Oh, how exciting! The damn crows got them all. Aw. It's always something, isn't it? The bugs, the crows, the birds, My house that I used to live in Western Washington over west of Seattle. For those of you who don't know, yes, there is stuff west of Seattle. There's an entire mountain range west of Seattle. It's on the water, but it's on an inland sea. Anyway, my house out there had a couple of plum trees, and they hadn't been taken care of, so every year there were worms in all the plums. So I wouldn't eat them fresh. I would get the plums and I would cut them open and I would get rid of the pit and get rid of the worm, because usually there was a worm in there, and I'd cut out anything that was nasty, and then I would dry them or, cook them and whatnot. So, but they were still very tasty. Ah, damn crows got them all. The mint. Oh, okay, so mint will grow almost anywhere anyway. Yeah. So mint growing doesn't necessarily mean it's good soil, let's say. I want to grow mint. I haven't gotten any because you have to contain it. It will spread like wildfire. It's ridiculous. Oh, yes. Yes. Delicious mint tea. Fantastic. So Seattle, when you look at the United States, Seattle is very top left corner, northwestern corner. And it's on the water, and there's lots of pictures of Seattle being on the water, so people assume, since that's part of the Pacific Ocean, that Seattle is on the very far west coast. It is not. Seattle is on an inland sea called the Salish Sea, or also the Puget Sound. And yes, there's an entire mountain range called the Olympic Mountains west of it, which a lot of people don't know. So, you have learned something. I hope you find that useful and interesting and not a waste of your time. Yes, so my little house out there that my niece is living in now, and that has plums and an apple tree that would not die. The apple tree fell over, the soil got all moist, and giant, huge, old apple tree. And right after I bought the house, we were discussing, my husband and I, he's my husband now, Jeff and I were discussing, should we spend the time and the effort and the money to rehab this tree and get it in growing condition, or do we just cut it down and spend a couple of years getting new trees going? And then it fell over and it made the decision for us. But the roots are popping up all over the place. There's a bunch of little baby trees, and so I'm going to be grafting other trees, other apple trees, varieties onto that. So, wasabi, nice. Yeah. I live in Idaho, and Idaho is known for the potatoes because we have really good soil from Yellowstone used to be over here. Long story, I won't get into that. I'm already talking too much. But yeah, we grow potatoes every year, and we end up in the summertime having problems with our well not producing enough. So the past 4 years, we've had to give up on the potatoes. Yes, Norwegian wasabi. That'd be a good band name. Norwegian wasabi. Yes, I like that. Okay, on to the music. That's what everyone's here for, really, not me talking. Although I love chatting with you guys. We have noticed. Right. My mom is here. She's like, yeah, who knew? Mel likes to talk to people. Oh, it already got cut. It fell down anyway. So, yeah. It made that decision on its own. And it got cut up right away. So, we're good. We're good. Anyway. Okay, on to music. It is Monday music. Every Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific. I don't even know what time that is in Norway. I know that we're, 8 hours off of Greenwich time, and y'all are a couple hours off of that. So, it's late for you. It's evening. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1924. Military time. I almost forgot this was a music stream. I bet some people think I forget it's a music stream. Okay, music. I've been treated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been put down, I've been pushed round. When will I be loved? When I find a new man that I want for mine, it always breaks my heart in two. Happens every time. I've been made blue, I've been lied to. When will I be when I find a new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. Happens every time. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? When will I be loved? Tell me, when will I be loved? Good morning, Doris. Hello, hi, howdy, welcome. All right. I don't need this over here. Oof. Okay. I need this. Here's a song I wrote back when I literally was working at a paper mill. I didn't work for the paper mill. I was an electrician doing a project on the paper mill, but I still worked at a paper mill. And when I say in this song, in the first verse, it says, it smells like money. If you know what a paper mill smells like, it is a stench. It is pervasive. It is a whole thing. Yes. Most of my viewers are on Facebook, which is, I won't say it's disappointing because it's easier to promote and it's sort of an easier draw to get people to watch on Facebook. Unfortunately, Facebook has a tendency to throttle the connection and make it look bad. So I usually direct people to YouTube. But I have mentioned I love Twitch streamers because y'all are much more interactive and it's fabulous. So it feels like I'm not just talking to an empty room, which sometimes I am, just in an empty room with the cats. Today I'm not in an empty room, I have Mama here. Anyway, this song is called Legacy. at the mill, yeah, smells like money, sweating in the heat, can't get me down. Waiting on Friday to see my honey, cash my check and I head to town, yeah. 8 for 8 so I can get my 40, pay them wolves that keep coming around. Working to live, got a good thing going, can't complain about where I am now. Oh yeah, life won't give you more than you wanna put in. Oh yeah, time's gonna fly on by, leaving you in the blink of an eye. So you better start thinking right now how you want it to end. Everybody's worried about lines and wrinkles sagging on their body as the years go by. Looking at you as a beauty standard, but the fun of youth is a big old lie. Every day as we do our business, we're writing the story that we leave behind. Never know what's gonna be remembered. Don't we all wanna live with pride? Oh yeah, life won't give you more than you wanna put in. Oh yeah, time's gonna fly on by, leaving you in the blink of an eye. So you better start thinking right now how you want it to end. Karma, Jesus, or the law of three, what you call it doesn't matter to me. Pay it forward, what do you receive? That's how I wanna be. Oh yeah, life won't give you more than you wanna put in. Oh yeah, time's gonna fly on by, leaving you in the blink of an eye. So you better start thinking right now how you want it to end. Yes, YouTube and Facebook have more stream delay than Twitch does. I mean, it's a streaming platform. That's what it's there for. So they are set up for it and do a very fine job of it. Unfortunately, I don't have very many followers on Twitch yet, so maybe soon. Maybe if you tell all your friends and all your other Twitch friends, and we will get some more people. Facebook subtitles are they usually do. Oof, yeah. Any auto-generated subtitles like that are very poor. I always watch things with subtitles on, and man, there is a lot of range and quality in the production of the subtitles. Season 2 of Good Omens was amazing, but the subtitles were particularly terrible. And actually, Neil Gaiman mentioned that being a problem, that it was done in a rush, or I don't know, something about the studio having problems with it, and that, yeah, that he was disappointed in them as well. So, can't blame him. Okay, here's a song by Leah Blevins, and I don't even know how I found this, or her, but I love this song as soon as I heard it, and I was like, okay, I gotta cover that one. It's called Clutter. Kiss me hard and hold me closely. Wanna feel your body. This feeling bad ain't so bad. Say all of this without exception. There's a white noise and depression. Had the upper hand for some time, but Oh my dear, what is time? Still framing our minds that we pull pieces from to add to the clutter. In this fleeting moment, talking just won't do. So I dip my hand in each color, place it all over you. Is it safe to think things are going good? Never quite understood what I should share and what I hold in. Here's to me trying to make sense of it all. Strike a match and give me a draw. Guess we'll find out in due time. Oh my dear, what is time? Still framing our minds that we pull pieces from to add to the clutter. In this fleeting moment, talking just won't do. So I put my hand in each color, place them all over you. Oh my dear, what is time? Still framing our minds that we pull pieces from to add to the clutter. In this fleeting moment, talking just won't do. So I put my hand in each color, place them all over you. Elrin, I am sorry, it's probably Facebook, to be honest. We were actually just discussing that, the difference between the different platforms, and Facebook tends to have the worst time of buffering. You can also watch this on my YouTube, which is just youtube.com/MelDaltonMusic. Or if you have Twitch, you can stream it on there. And Twitch has got the best quality for streaming, so, but I think you actually have to set up an account with that. So maybe don't do that in the middle of the broadcast. But do it before next Monday, because I do this every Monday. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. I mean, really, it's very cool to just get up and do this thing in my loft now. It used to be my living room, but just get up and walk 30 feet to go to work and have you all tune in. So, and tell your friends, which I appreciate as well. All the support, all the many, many myriad ways in which you all support me. Very, very heartfelt thank you. Excellent. Would love to see you next Monday. That would be great. You can also watch it later on all all three platforms, but I mean, it's better to do it live, and you can say hi, and I can say hi back to you. Every once in a while, people request a song. It doesn't happen all the time, but it has been known to happen, so if anything pops into your mind. It is my loft. This is the corner of the loft. Yes. Over there is a giant mess of songwriting and sewing and random office stuff. Yeah, no one needs to see that. I'm not turning the camera around. No one needs to see that. There's a reason that you have the limited view over here. Twitch absolutely has a culture of requesting songs. That's a huge thing with Twitch. So that's one of the things, if I can figure out how to do it. I know that other streamers have like a list of songs that people can go and look at. So I need to put my fake book together and have my fake book with me. Yeah. At all times. I'm learning though. I'm figuring it out. Again, I'm new to Twitch, and it's all a process. I got 5,000 things on the list, and that hasn't made it to the top of the list yet. But the garlic got in the ground, so cross that off the list. Yes. And today I might be able to finish up my dress for the Northwest Country Music Awards next month that I get to go play at with my trio, the Midnight Juliets. So super exciting. I don't know Annie Mazzy Star, and I don't know Annie Mazzy Star well enough to even fake it. Oof, sorry. Like some of them I can just sort of pull out of my ear. I don't think I'd even manage that. So, lo siento. This song is just like that except different. This is called The Moon in the Mountains, and it was on the EP that I just put out a couple months ago. It's all over the streaming services. It's on my Bandcamp if you want to download it, and the Spotify, Apple things, all the things. But it's called The Moon in the Mountains.
see me, this pain I keep inside.
you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. If you listen to it on Spotify, not only will you hear some crazy good guitar work from my friend Ben Vogel on there, but who's also an amazing musician in his own right. You will see the really cool, super simple line art for the album art, which is actually a drawing of the Brothers Mountains. The Brothers is a like two-peaked mountain that is west of Seattle, which we were discussing the mountains west of Seattle earlier. So if you were in Seattle looking west, you would see the Brothers, and if you saw it at a full moon in the morning, you would see the moon sinking behind them, which is the inspiration for that song, as I was in a very dark time and not sleeping well and was up all night a lot watching the moon sink behind the mountains. Yes, Ben Vogel. That's exactly how it is spelled. And if you say that you know him, I am going to lose my shit. Ben is a very good friend of mine. He and his wife Eleanor, they are fantastic people. He is one of the most talented people that I know, and just damn fine human being as well. So, yes. I leaked. That was crazy. All right, I got one more tune for you here. And then I'm going to get offline and go look up some Mazzy Star and maybe do something next week if you come back. So, yes. This song, I forget the name of the band, but it's called Under the Apple Tree. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the band that put it out is, I believe, a trio. Oh, the harmonies on this are to die for. So you should definitely go look it up and listen to their version after the broadcast is over, because it's so good. Eventually we're going to do this with the Juliets, and we are going to cover it, and we are going to record it, and it's going to be killer, because we're pretty damn good too. Bright. Oh wait, I was going to pick this one. Bright summertime, pour the wine, we've got time, I'll make you mine, under the apple tree, I plan it for my love and me. Your hand upon my chest, in my sundress, steal a kiss. How sweet is this, under the apple tree, I plan it for my love and me. Come September, we'll be swimming in cider, and we'll press the fruit into butter, and we'll bake it into pies. My, oh my, I love you like a butterfly. I'll make you mine, under the apple tree, I plan it for my love and me. Come September, we'll be swimming in cider, and we'll press the fruit into butter, and we'll bake it into pies. Oh me, oh my, I love you like a little butterfly. I'll make you mine under the apple tree. A planet for my love and me. A planet for my love and me. Yes, yes. Fantastic, fantastic song. Okay, fabulous. Well, good deal, good deal. All right. That is our show for the day. Thank you all for tuning in and for chatting with me. And hopefully you've hit the share button. And if you haven't yet, hopefully you'll hit it now and tell people, hey, you missed it, but you didn't really miss it, because you can watch it on the replay. Oof. I think I'm having a hot flash. Oh, and yes, I hope you will tune in next week and see me again. I do this every Monday. If you are in the area here local, come out and see me Thursday. I am playing at the Relic from 6 to 8. If you don't know the Relic, it's on East Sherman in Coeur d'Alene. It's the Quonset hut deal. And yeah, it's the best barbecue in the area. So definitely not one to miss. Get there early, though, because seating tends to go quickly. It's a small venue. Small crowd, but a quality crowd every time. And then Friday, I haven't played at Chalice in a while, but I'm going to be playing at Chalice Brewing, and it's my first time actually headlining. So I've opened there, but I have not headlined there, so I'm excited. Chalice Brewing, that's in downtown. If you know Coeur d'Alene, it's that big rabbit sculpture that had the big metal rabbit that has the saddle on it. It's right next to that. Yeah, Coeur d'Alene's a funny place. We got a lot of art around that's very cool. Yes, and then Saturday night we're going to be up at D-Max for the Hank and Patsy show. And I'm telling you that I want you to go, but I am going to warn you, there's usually like 150 people there, and they're doing it at D-Max, which is a small venue. So if you're going, please go early. I will be there early because I ain't standing. Anyway, that's my week. Yes, would love to see you if you are in the area. Would love to see you in person. And either at one of my shows or Saturday for Hank and Patsy. Rusty's awesome. Chrissy is fantastic. She's my girl. And yeah, they do. It's like Hank and Patsy came back from heaven for one last show, is the premise of what they do. If you don't know what the Hank and Patsy show is, now you do. Anyway, it's fantastic. They do it every year. And I don't believe I've even made it yet. So I don't know why Chrissy's even still friends with me. But that's what I am doing. Hope to see you at one of those shows in person, or if you are in Europe, hopefully next Monday, same bat time, same bat channel at 7 o'clock in the evening over there, or 10 in the morning here Pacific time, or wherever you are in between in your own time zone. Anyway, in the meantime, go out there, be excellent to each other, wash your hands, spread the love, not the virus, and remember that I love you. Mwah. See you soon.